For Coast Salish artist John Marston, carving wood is not a job, it's a passion, a way of life. It's always on his mind.
I just think about the pieces that I'd like to create and finish, and I don't take into account the amount of time that it takes. It's just it's who I've become and what I love to do.
His work reflects the real pride he feels for the Coast Salish people and their tradition as protectors of their land. He lives on the edge of the water in traditional Chemainus First Nation territory. You can see the shapes and textures and even the spirit of nature in his pieces.
I believe in the Great Spirit, and I believe that Mother Nature is with the Great Spirit. We are part of the land, and the land is who we are.
Raised in a family of artists, he learned about his heritage and developed a great respect for his ancestors. Alone in the carving shed, he can feel them around him.
Like I feel our ancestors are watching us, and they're helping us through our lives. I pray and I talk to the spirits in my own way.
He really likes making bent boxes and has a big supply ready to carve for years to come. But to him, the wood represents something deeper.
A piece like this, for a yellow cedar to grow this big, it has to be close to 600 years old. This represents a lot of boxes, but it also represents, a huge amount of Mother Nature's growth.
John Marston's bent boxes are some of the most exquisite most of us will ever see. He feels a responsibility to respect tradition, but also to move his own art forward, and that can take him to extremes, as it did with this bulge box with convex sides, on which he's painting and carving both the outside and inside.
It just made me so happy to be able to completely enrapture the box with design like I had never done before.
But he did have to adopt a unique carving position.
It's kind of a weird angle, like that I'm looking at it, and I can't really tell if I'm hitting the right angle, and I can't see the inside of the bottom of the cut. So I have to go in and then to get it. And then I could get this bottom edge too, right here.
Learning about his Coast Salish heritage changed John Marston's life. It gave him the freedom to express himself, and because it was given so freely to him, he wants to share that knowledge. And he started the process by turning an old church and community center into a workshop.
We like to call this the Bat Cave, because right now it's it's infested with bats, but you got to start somewhere. So this is where we're starting, and what we hope to do is have carving classes eventually, and then mix language classes with carving classes at the same time.